Hi guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Usually my classes are very convenient. You can watch it wherever you are, whenever you want, as long as you write your summary comment from the bottom of your heart and do your assignments on time. So, for you guys, for this semester, from me, you will watch only two video lessons for the web programming part. I will try to summarize my one semester's lesson in 2 weeks. So focus. Focus. Yeah, focus, guys, focus. Okay, let me check if I'm recording. I think I'm recording myself. Okay, now, before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Dulguundusal. I graduated MIU IT department. Well, now the title is Computer Science Department, anyways. And I got my master's degree in visual communication design in South Korea. You can follow me on my Facebook and Instagram pages, which are UB Potions and Earthman Book. Well, if I haven't done it yet, I upload my freelancing design works on UB Potions, and the second one, the Earthman book here, is a page for children's book series called I Am Earthman, which focuses on slowing down the climate change, fighting the pollution and waste, changing people's mind, etc. I also share my life experience on keeping eco-friendly life. You can ask me anything through any of the pages by sending a message. Okay. With the help of my full semester of my class, I am very happy to say that the lessons and assignments you do will help you to lead your future career to one of these paths. Of course, only if you work hard. Well, I know that just saying, okay, you can become web developer, of course, because it's web programming class, and you can also go for web designer, user experience designer, user interface designer, graphic designer, logo branding designer, art director, creative director, product designer, marketing manager, multimedia artist, multimedia animator. With me. Oh well, yeah, you can. Yeah, anyways, what I want to tell you before everything starts is the class name I teach is web programming, as you know. For now, year 2020, this year, let's forget about the negative things just for a bit. We live in a world with high technology and well distributed internet with a whole big data on it, right? In other words, you can very easily learn how to program or code a website by learning from the internet just by yourself for free, right? Those free tutorials. Well, then you might ask, why would you teach this class? Why should we listen to you than those free lessons on the internet? Well, I try to teach experience. I try to teach you to experience the things I've done before. Well, I try to teach you the tricks and tips of starting web designing and web programming, the things that super internet doesn't teach you. I teach you my own full experience. My whole class focuses on the full development of the website, not only the programming part with HTML and those stuffs. I focus on user experience, user interface designing, understanding the users, those who will use the website, and I teach web designing principles and designing programs like Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. And finally, we go to the coding part for the high fidelity prototype of the web project. Well, so to develop a whole big usable and useful but also very cool website, we need to cover these lot. Okay, let me prepare my pen. I have the pen. Yes, I do have the pen. Okay, user experience, UX, is, you can say, it is about planning and designing and building the skeleton and bones of your final product. Okay, to say it again, if you think a website as a human being, okay, UX is the designing UX is like designing the shape and positioning of the bones and skeleton of a human of the website. Okay, um, so to do that, we need to know and learn to do what interaction design, wireframe, user research, information architecture, scenarios, persona, and prototype. Those kind of stuff. Okay. Okay. The next part, user interface (UI). You can say that it is the muscles, fat, skin added to the bone to your design. Okay. It is the layout, visual design, layout, typography, color coding, branding, and content preparation, those stuffs. Okay, the third is, well, after we learn some theories and principles and laws of visual design and user experience designing, we have to go to like implement we have to go for implementation of your designs with real tools on computer, like Photoshop for photo editing, Illustrator for vector illustrations, some simple animations with sound and graphics with After Effects, possibly maybe. Well, okay, lastly we put everything we've done into in one place with some coding. Okay? Cool, right? You get it? Now, um so we start from a benchmarking and brainstorming from the beginning, from the first class, which means we look at other people's work for ideas and inspirations. You can go and look at these websites by yourself after I upload these materials. Um, okay, so you go for it, and the thing after we do is you you choose your topic of your web project. Even though it's a 2 week class for us, for you, for me, for this now, we will try to look at least open up an HTML page on the localhost with your website basics on it. So now please think hard and talk to your friend and family member about what kind of website you want to develop and design. Um, Will it be about cooking or about your favorite artist or even shopping or job seeking website, or it could be just a personal portfolio artwork website. Well, anything you want. Okay, let me know about your chosen topic. Send me a private message to my pages or um, anything. Okay, just let me know. Okay, usually I go through what HCI, human computer interaction design. Like we look at, we try to go for, we try to understand and explain each words individually. But just for you guys, we will go for just one design, one, just one word design. Okay, so design is the process of imagining and planning the creation of a website. Well, it can be anything, but just for us, it is a website. So also design is about creating solutions for people. Like online shopping website is helping a lot of people these days, right? You can't go out. Okay, the website created solution for not being able to go out for shopping for groceries. So this last sentence is the sentence you must repeat to yourselves every time, every moment you design something. Your design should solve problems. More the better. That's what designers do. They solve problems every day, every single minute. Um, well, they try to. Okay. Anyways, am I still recording? Yeah, I hope so. Okay. Now, then what is a good design? As I said, a design should solve problems. That's the main thing. Um, well, can you see how this water drum? Oh, am I drum? Yeah, this water drum Oh, can I delete? Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, so this water drum helped the woman and young children in Africa. The design of that water drum changed their lives, helping them. Well, how designers saw the struggle of women and children bringing heavy water to their homes from very long distance, traveling long distance. Well, the designer solved the problem with a simple but very effective and useful drum that holds lots of water and doesn't need to be lifted from the ground. Not heavy, which means, and you can travel long distances. You can just push it. Okay, design should solve this kind of problems. This is just one example of a product design. For us, it's a website design. Okay, so what about the next one? And let's just pass it. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, so when it comes to designing and developing a product, whether it's a water bottle, water drum, or website, or even a simple poster, you have got to understand what design thinking is. Well, same again, it's about solving problems in the most creative and innovative way. Excuse me. Okay, first you have to empathize people's problem, like women and children's problem in Africa with lots of water. Okay, that's empathizing. Okay, and then you define it. Okay, this is the problem. It's heavy, and women and children is they don't have. Uh, well, I'm not. Anyways, childrens are not really that strong to hold lots of water. Okay, so that's the defining the problem, and you ideate it. So like ideating is like sketching. So water drum should be like this or something like this or anything. How to make a water drum, and that's ideating and sketching, and then you prototype it. So you make the water drum with paper, try to make it with paper or any simple tools inside your home, like a small water bottle or something. That's prototyping, and you test it with people, so that there any problem or errors, and you go and back and forth and change the errors. That's this design thinking process. I'll read the rest later on. Okay, let's go to the next page. So to design a website that is useful for the users, for the users to experience good, for the users to experience good experience. UX is about designing the best experience for the users, right? You can get from this keyword, right? Okay, so UX itself means how people feel when they use a product. For us, it's a website. Okay, it is about their experience of using a product. So UX designing focuses on giving people giving try to make a better experience for the people who are using the website. So we kind of have to know about people, how people think, like learning psychology. So yeah, more like psychology of motion and feedbacks of users. And then next thing we must learn about is accessibility and usability. They are the main keywords in user experience designing. Why? Well, because a product should be accessible by all different types of people, regardless of gender, age, nationality, people with disabilities. All people should be able to use your website. Your whole family, your friends, grandpa and grandma, anyone. So that's what user experience designing focuses on. Okay. Okay, let's go to the user interface design. UX and UI go usually together these days. What user interface designing focuses on is design of the look and feel of the website. UI design is the process of making interfaces in software or computerized devices with focus on looks or style. Okay. Um, Now, so I usually go through these for a full semester class. First, you define and choose your goal and purpose of your final project website, and we just did some basic descriptions of what we are going to learn, and then we go through lots and lots of principles and laws of UX and UI designing, and we have midterm and go for the real computer. I work on real computers. Okay, now let's get started with at least few of them. Okay, for now, for today's class. Okay. Now, for the user experience part, we start with planning the website skeleton with this kind of diagrams and sketches, which are called wireframe. And uh, this is the wireframe, and this is the this diagram almost have the lots of names you can search for on Google. Okay, so I'll go with the name flowchart. Okay, so first you make this flowchart of your data content that your website is going to hold, like how many pages and buttons, what content goes under what menu, those kind of stuff. Then next step is to make a wireframe. Well, wireframe is pretty simple sketching process, but it requires a lot of thinking and redoing. Okay, that's why you use traditional pen and pencil so that you can change as much as you want. So if you look at this example, you draw your images like this, X on it, and links and videos like this. You can just Google for wireframe design for website or app, anything, and you can get the idea. Now, we've done these. So after we draw our first drafts of flowchart of your website and the wireframe for the websites, we go through some important interaction design principles to apply those wireframe and flowchart of yours to bring it to the next level. So you change it. Let's go through only just two of them. It's like 2% of the whole lesson. Not 2%, like at least like 10 to 20. Okay, I'm going through only a few of the, like two of the principles for you guys, okay? Just for this year. Yeah, okay. Let's think positive. Okay, let's get into some design laws, they say, okay? With the names of the people who invented those laws. Von Restorff effect, Hicks law. Okay, the first is von Restorff effect, also known as the isolation effect. What does the law imply is that users, people, we are the most likely to remember an object if it's visually different from similar objects. Well, it's obvious, right? But yeah, you have to think, like include it in your wireframe, whole project. This phenomenon can easily be seen in our everyday life, but most sane example is this. Okay, so next is Hicks law. It implies that amount of time that takes to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices. So if you have lots of choices, it takes time scrolling up and down. But if you have only three, you check one and go to the next one. That's law. So I'm passing these laws. Okay, now we have covered some interaction design laws. We've drawn our wireframe and flowchart for our websites, right? That's your homework, okay? Then we usually go through user research and analysis, scenarios and persona, these stuffs. But we are skipping these two because it has lots and lots to cover. Okay, brace yourselves later next year. So let's go to the prototype. Okay, are you anyways let's go. Let me have some drink. Sorry about that. So, prototype shows how the design works. Okay, it shows its functions. It's like simulation of a real product. It could be animated or made with paper or with some prototyping purpose applications, free or paid. Well, the research and the internet says there are so many types and methods of prototyping, as I said. But for me, I think you can just say there are basically two types of prototypes: low fidelity and high fidelity. The best method of making a low fidelity prototype for a product uh, to test the product is the paper prototype. So we do in the usual class we do a paper prototype, but not for you guys. Lucky you. Okay, paper prototype is not a wireframe with drawn for as for your homework. Okay. Um. Well, yes, it looks like it, but paper prototype has more details, and it should include all the pages and buttons. The prototype shows how the design flows, the functions and movement. So you don't you need scissors to cut out the paper, okay? For the buttons, for the movements, every buttons and strokes. Okay, your paper prototype should include all the pages of your design, including pop-up pages. Okay, okay, and also it should almost have the actual size of the website or app. For the high fidelity prototype, um, well, it's our goal for the final project. It's the high fidelity prototype, not full website, because it's web programming one. Okay, we try to finish the whole programming the whole website. What? But we are in short in time. One semester is not enough. So the close to real goal for the class is developing the high fidelity prototype. As I said, high fidelity prototype can be just interactive using some coding like JavaScript, clickable, or it can be shown in a video that how the interaction works. Of course, UI and UX part is coded with HTML and CSS and some JavaScript for the project. So I'm skipping for the examples. You can just Google it. Let's go to the UI part. So we've prepared all the bones and joints for our designs for the UX part. Now we can go to the UI, the skin and muscles. Okay. So totally, I mean, overall, we go through these 8 big topics: colors, balance, gestalt theory, grid system, contrast, hierarchy, alignment, and topography. Just for now, let's go for only. Oh, we start with coding. Colors. Well, color is very complicated. And it's not really complicated, but it's somehow, if you think it's complicated, it is complicated. So I'm just you just Google this RYB, SMYK, RGB, and those abbreviated keywords, so that we can use in Adobe programs or any other design programs, also for coding. So you need to know these abbreviations for the colors. Okay, so this is why we need to learn about colors. You can't just think, oh, color is easy. No. So, well, the easiest thing to find color combination is just Google it. Of course, it's to 2020. You can just go for Pinterest or adobe.color.com and in Pinterest, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram for color palette, color nature, color palette from nature, nature color combination, nature color palette. Well, anything. You could just Google it and get these kind of results. So color is done. Oh, we are going quickly. So for this today, I'm going through only balance and contrast for now. Rest of them next year. Now balance. What is balance? You can balance the design elements with color, position, shape, value, and design. It's a visual balance, as I said. Unlike in the real physics, warm color are heavier than the cold ones visually. It's the opposite of the real physics in world. Um, in here, I've tried to find the visual balance with these design elements of circles and boxes. One box, okay. Even though this gray circle, this big gray circle, oh, I've made it heavier. Anyways, even though this gray circle is a lot bigger than the rest of them, it's still lighter in weight visually. That's why it's up. Here, even this green circle here, green circle, is it green? Oh, anyways, even though the green circle's color is more saturated, but because of its position of being closer to the center, it's not helping for the weight. Okay, so this is kind of balance, visual balance with color, shapes, and stuff. Okay, let's go to the next page. Good balance can be achieved actually both by symmetry and by asymmetry because each design element has its own weight, as I said just before. Okay, symmetrical, the usual one we see most of the time here is here, symmetrical, identical on both sides, equal, something. And there's asymmetrical, it's not identical on both sides, but somehow balanced. And there's radial and discordant and off balance, and it shows action and motion. It's like, oh, moving, about to fall, somehow balanced. Okay, these are the examples of the website. We go through, we analyze these websites in the full semester, but I'm just skipping for today. Okay, there's asymmetrical balance, so the big triangle and three small triangle and balanced. Okay, and there's the radial symmetrical balance. Well, it is used mostly on infographic designs, not for websites. Okay, and there's off balance, and here we go. Now, oh, I do explain these. Okay, let's go to the contrast in design. Same with the balance. It we create contrast with scale, color, shape, orientation, and typeface. Okay. Contrast ensures that your design creates a certain tension and beauty. Also, contrast is often used to let the user see the thing you want them to see. Like, you see this. You make the users, okay, look at this, with size and color and emphasis. Okay, please look at this. Please look at this. Please look at this. Please look at this first. Please look at this first. That's how you do contrast for emphasizing. Okay, okay. Now you first look at this. These are not important. That's how you contrast it in photography. Anyways, also, hey, look at this penguin. Also, hey, look at this person. It's moving. It's on the air. Not this one. So that's how you contrast it. Also, if you edit your photos on your phone app or any other professional app, you use contrast so that the color and background and all the colors are contrasted. So beautiful. And these kind of things. Okay. Well, that is for oh yeah, we go through these kind of examples for the contrast. Huh? Okay. Uh, well, that's it for this week. I think I've gone through so quickly. It's only 34 minutes. I mean, like you, So for the rest of the time, I'm giving you homeworks. Okay, so you have like 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. So I'm giving you a homework that you can finish it in 1 hour. Okay. Good luck, guys. We will see you next week. Bye bye.